Hey, Scott, how's it going, buddy? Doing good, doing good. Hello, everybody. How's everybody today? Wednesday, hump day. Glad to have you here with me. All right. If you're new to the channel, you want to say where you're from, and if you're first time visitor to the live. In Missouri Evening Draw, we had the 729 come. They did the 29 instead of the 92, but that's all right. That's where it goes sometimes. And that 729 last time it came out was October of 2015. That's what I'm saying. Tracking and knowing how these numbers roll is the best way to go. Because if 729 is your birthday and you playing it like that, it ain't came like that in what 15, 28, about 8 years, 7, 8 years. So that's why you have to track the actual numbers and see what they're doing to hit them. Front pair and the back pair, single pairs, single digits. Yeah, because the 729 is your birthday. You've been playing that one a long time. As a matter of fact, 7927 is my birthday. So hello, Elaine Thomas. Glad to have you with us. If it's your first time visiting the channel, um, any questions you have? It's kind of a question and answer session that I do the live with for anybody that's doing. Hey, Trina, how you doing? I mean, Tiara. Tara, glad to have you with us. But like I say, this pretty much question and answer. If you've been following me and on the channel, and if you had any questions about Pick-3 at a glance, how to do the track the actual numbers down on the columns, how to track the front pairs and the back pairs, single digits, um, and mirrors, and doing a 1-1 rundown. That's basically what it consists of. So it's a fairly easy strategy because you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. So it's no tic-tac-toes, no date sums, no grids. Um, no different mirrors or flips that you have to do to try to set up to hit the numbers the next day. That's a predicting the numbers that's coming the next day is practically impossible without tracking the actual 1,000 numbers and looking to see what's going on with them. Hi, Jetson. Okay. Are you fairly new with Pick-3 or with Pick-3 with the Pick-3 at a glance? You did the 1,000 the rundown chart today. So you want to know how to use it, or did you understand what was shown on the video on how to use it? Okay, you did understand the videos on how to use it? Okay. Do you know how to find the winning number that come in on the columns? Let me start there. See, okay, I see you said here, and they got a heart sign right in the middle of your sentence here. Okay, it says, yes, I have to see through my numbers. I'm not getting that. Could you retype that maybe? To find the winning numbers. Okay. Um, I'm gonna do something here. Hey, Federico. All right. Okay, here's the master sheet here. Can you see it, Jetson? Okay, good. All right. This here, like I said, the master sheet, since you know what it is and you said you wrote the columns out. The way you're going to find a number on the column, I don't know if you got some paper handy, a pencil or something handy, a pencil and paper. But if the winning number comes in, let me see, it's 876. If 876 comes in and you do the 1-1 rundown on 876, do you have pencil and paper by chance handy, Jetson? Might have to do a board different. Okay. You know how to do the 1-1 rundown? If you know how to do the 1-1 rundown on that 876, do the 1-1 rundown on that 876. Okay, do the 1-1 rundown on the 876. And when you do the 1-1 rundown on the 876, you're going to find 210 in that rundown. And let me know when you see the 210 in there. Okay, when you find that 210, it's under column 1. That 210 is really one of the 6-way combinations that in column 1, the 012 can come. Okay. The 012 is 210, but these are the base numbers. Whenever you do that rundown on, just like you did that 876, one of these base numbers will always be in the rundown. It might not be in the same position, but the number will always, you always find it, even when it comes to the doubles. Whatever the number comes in, the base number will always be in that rundown. So you see that 210 would be 012 under column 1. So you go down column 1 and you're going to find the 678. And that 678, you just mark it off or highlight it to let you know it came in off of that column. Now, the thing is, with Pick-3 at a glance is based off the law average. You have to accumulate data. For this sheet here, you would have to accumulate the data, go back from December 2022 to, well, from now back to January of 2022. It marking off these numbers that have come in, just like I just showed you. And any numbers that are left would be the numbers you would be using for 2023 for when you're looking at a column to play, you'd be looking at playing those numbers that haven't came in. That's how you use this. This works off the law of average. When I first put this sheet together, I went back 2 years. But you don't have to go back 2 years. You only have to go back 1 year when I put this sheet together. And I know that 1 year works just as good. So that's basically the way this is worked out. So if you get a column here that you playing and you tracking these columns and marking the numbers off each day, then when you see a column as you track it ain't hit in 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days, that's the column you're looking at to play. And also you'll know when a column is due and when the numbers on that columns are due, all at a glance off of this one sheet. Did you get that? Hey, Sooner, good to see you. How are you? So did you get that, Justin? Okay. Now, basically, what I do, like for 2023, I take a sheet like this and make it an annual sheet. When I do a monthly sheet like this here, I also do an annual sheet, so at a glance I'll know for the whole year what column, what numbers ain't played off of what columns. Also, I do a monthly sheet, so I'll know what columns didn't hit each month. And then if I see a column ain't hit, like I say, when a column is due and when the numbers are due. Normally, when I hit for my numbers that I carry, I make a daily list of numbers I carry, maybe 5 or 6 numbers. I carry them daily. When them numbers come in, I hit. I always know what columns are due and what numbers on those columns are due. Normally, I'll play the column straight box, or I'll play a 50 box. Depends on how much I hit, what money I have at my disposal at the time to play. So if I find a column ain't hit in 3 months, that's the column I'm looking at the playoff of, all at a glance. Because all your 1,000 numbers you're looking at right here. So once you get your data set up, you'll be good to go. You're going to always know from year to year what numbers you're going to play. You'll always know what year numbers you want to transfer over to 2024. And so on and so forth. You won't have to guess your numbers because you're going to always know where your numbers are at a glance on one sheet. Now you're going to have to do front pair, back pair, single ditches also. Those are the other 3 strategies that I have, but it's all at a glance. I don't know if you've seen that in my videos. Yep. Okay, let's just watch it. You watched the pairs? Did you understand the pairs, Jason? Single pairs, front pair, back pair. Strategy number 2 is a triangle. Let me show you. You familiar with this single pair here? Single pair tracking the single pairs? Okay. Single pairs. This is a single pairs. When I made this master sheet, this came next because I wanted to know what single pairs, group pair, a single pair hadn't played. So while I'm looking at my master sheet, if I can always know what single pair hadn't played, and on that column, I would know to play that number if one of the pairs hadn't came in. So let's say you got 1, 2, 3 here. Make sure. You got 1, 2, 3 here. Come in. You're gonna mark off the 12, the 13, and the 23. You're going 1, 2, 3, because you got 3 different numbers. You're gonna mark off the 12, the 13, and the 23. Say a double comes in, like 1, 1, 2. You're gonna mark off the the 11, and the 12, because that covers both of those pairs. And if 777s come in, you're going to just circle the double sevens, so you'll know to cover that double, so you don't miss it that it fell that month. Because this here is a monthly one. So at the end of the month, whatever number come in, whatever pairs is left, you transfer those over to the next month. That way you always know what pairs are left. And as you tracking and watching them pairs, you're going to see they'll show up that next month. And you have a better chance of knowing what pairs to play rather than trying to guess what pairs to play, if you can play pairs in your state or where you're at. So that again, you got 1, 2, 3. You're going to mark off the 12, the 13, and the 23. You got 1, 1, 2. You're going to mark off, you're going to circle or mark off or highlight, however you do, the 11 and the 12. That'll cover that double. Or if you got a triple, you're going to mark off the double sevens, or if it's 8s, you do the 8s or 9s. And if it's 1, 2, 2, let's say this is 1, 2, 2, you'll do the 12 and the 22. And another thing on this master sheet here, now, when you do the 1, 1 rundown and you don't see the base number, it's probably because the base number is the one that came in one of its forms. The base number can come in. If the base number come in, you'll automatically just check the base number off. If I don't want to throw you off, but because the base number could come in too. So on your master sheet, you mark the base number off to let you know that it came in. I hope I'm not confusing with that one. Because the number will always be in the rundown unless the base number is the number that came in. And well, it'd be in the rundown, but it'll be on top, because you're going to do the 1, 1 rundown just like it is on the base number. Did you get that, Jason? Or was I going too fast? I can go over it again. I got time. Okay, good. Glad you got it. I try to explain it as simple as I can. I'm glad you got it. I say it's simple. Hey, Carl, I was just thinking about you, buddy. I was gonna send you a note, say I missed you. Where you been? On vacation again? Oh, I hear you. We all got to do that, huh? What's born with it, got to go get it, huh? Wasn't born with it, got to go get it. Glad to have you with us, though. You always a great help with me when on the lives. Hey, Renee, how you doing? You was just you just sent me doubles. Okay. Hey, Simone, how you doing? Glad to hear, Renee. They did that 229. No, I'm playing that 229. They did 729. I knew they was gonna mirror one of those doubles. Say, yeah. Hey, Miss Shine, how you doing? Glad to have you with us. You said MKE, me mad, law of average, regular numbers coming behind lots. Oh, yeah, with all those doubles. Um, but they'll straighten out, and you track the dollars, the doubles on those columns. That's probably going to be a good thing because they're going to leave a lot for us to choose from if the faster they mark them off. That's what happened last year with the straights on me. And they was playing them so fast as I was marking them off a column, it made it easier for me to hit them. Yep, they mirrored that number. I thought they was gonna mirror it because 7-9 didn't play last month, well, month before, and they didn't bring it, but they bought it this month. So that's why I say it takes 30 days, 60 days for your numbers to show up. Oh, okay. You did the 1 through 9. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. And so they did that 7, that threw you off too, Carl. I see. Yep. That yeah. We go. That happened because I played. My numbers 292 and 992. So I figured they might, and they might do that same thing with that 9, make it 249 or 294. But I'm looking for, but you can't play them all now. We can't play them all. We just have to, you know, just wait them out. We can't play them all. You're gonna miss them, but you can't play them all. Just a little bit at a time. Oh, midday. Oh, okay. I got you. You played midday. Yeah. Yeah. That happens. That happens. Like I say, I kind of if I'm playing midday, I track the numbers down on midday that I look that I'm going to play. Like I say, if they don't come midday or evening, and I didn't did my tracking and or hadn't played the previous year midday or evening, them the numbers I look to play on both draws, not separate numbers. Like I said, I'm gonna use 551 as an example that I call 551. Hadn't played midday or evening. 5-5 front pair and 5-1 back pair hadn't played on midday. So I made that my everyday carry on midday because I knew I'd be more likely to stick to it since I knew what was going on with it than if I didn't know what was going on with the number if I was tracking on midday and evening. Okay, Carl. Okay, Scott. In February evening, right? Okay, good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, Miss Shine. I'm sure she appreciates it. But yeah, February evening, that 016. Yeah, I'm sure she appreciate that. Um, let me see what we got here. All right. But and then that 9-2 could come on the back again tonight. So That's why I say if you got two of your numbers, whatever, make sure what you're playing, you play it back on them. On that, I see that 016 at 127 at 238. You see alpha. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Really, my work ID was 884 and 5. So I said self start playing next day on midday hit. Your work ID hit, Renee? Oh, okay. I got you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, two. Yeah. That 026. Yeah, the base number would fall. Yeah. 7575. Yeah. That's 7575. I think I see somebody somewhere else saying about playing that 7575 as a number, but Pick-4 I just have to look at. I know Miss Shine's trying to get me with Pick-4. She's gonna have to really teach me on Pick-4. That's for sure. I'm a willing learner. Soon as she get her channel, she'll be able to teach me something. I was looking at some things with Pick-4, but I'm just not confident with Pick-4 right now. Pick-3 to me is like I say, to me is trackable, teachable, and doable for me because everybody's got their own knowledge and experience with these numbers. And I pretty much endeavored with Pick-3, and it's been pretty good to me. So that's why I stick with it. Okay, I know you will. I'd be happy to learn it too, Miss Shine. But it's easy for me to explain it. My system, I guess, because I come up with it, and uh, Pick-4 I've won about maybe 3 or 4 times. All the times I'm playing, and I didn't know what I was doing, so it was strictly luck. It was strictly luck. But Pick-3 at a glance, like I said, we can track these 1,000 numbers. It's the only one you can track with me, all the aspects of the 1,000 numbers, front pair, back pair, single digit, and the actual 1,000 numbers on the columns at a glance, and know what's going on with them at all times. At all times, no guesswork. So it's more likely you can bang them, you can hit them hard. Uh, I've hit pretty good with them and hit them straight, especially the front pairs and back pairs, tracking those front pairs and back pairs and mating them up. It allowed me to hit straight a number of times without guessing because I knew that a front pair and a back pair hadn't felt like last year was a good year because I was able to. Last year was really good because in 21 they left a lot of good stuff on the board. They did. 21 they left a lot of good stuff on the board. 22 was I couldn't believe how the numbers was rolling at 22. So yeah, but this year they didn't leave a lot of good stuff on the board. They really didn't. But 22 was good. 22 is good because 21 by me tracking they left a lot. I couldn't believe the stuff they left on the board after I tracked it. Oh 06 front, oh 06 back, they left that on the board, and then the 600 hadn't played all year neither. Now that was my daily carry 060 and hit it. Then they left oh 09 front pair and 90 back pair on the board. I couldn't, and 900 and 099, I mean 990 hadn't hit all year. That's what I'm talking about tracking. I couldn't believe they left that. And I'm like, okay, they got to be tripping if they think I ain't gonna play 090 and 900, 090 all year. And that's what you're gonna see. They're gonna leave a lot of good stuff on the board. Hey, little bit, what's going on with you? Glad to have you with us. They left a lot, but like I said, now this year is a little different. They didn't leave. They must have caught on or something because they didn't leave a lot of good. It's some good stuff on the board, like that 9-2 on the back has played in 18 months yet, and that's pretty long. With me, it's only around 15 months or so that number on that back end shows up. But now it's 18 months, so I ain't about to get off that 9-2 on the back. I don't care what they do. I'm playing everything I play going to have a 9-2 on the back end of it. that's what I'm doing. Especially that 2-9-2 and that 9-9-2. I don't care what they do because they ain't showed up. So, yeah, and then my other daily carry is 160076 and that 574. They ain't came in 16 years like that exact. And I hit them last year. I hit those last year, but I didn't hit them exact because I played them combo. But because they're my everyday carries. And so I'm still carrying those, but I ain't been carrying them for 16 years. Due to my tracking in 2021, they didn't show up at all. So when I seen and went through the six-way combinations to see the last time how they had failed, I found that the 160 to 076 and the 574 hadn't failed in 16 years. So those are my everyday carries. And then, like I said, you always can build a bucket list of numbers that you're going to play, and you don't have to bounce on and off all them numbers trying to hit. Because it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You know what I'm saying? And if you track it, it ain't going to throw you off because you're going to always know what the number's doing. In your state, it's going to be different in everybody's state. It's going to be different from midday and evening. And if any one that I take to heart that I'm going to play on a consistent basis, you definitely have to accumulate the data and be tracking the numbers. And you know every situation going to be different in every state. Yep, it's a marathon. Yep. You need to borrow some. You need to borrow some money a little bit. Okay. What you need? Then let me know what you need. Okay. Now I ain't gonna say you're gonna get it, but I need to know what you need. Okay. That sounds like a good number. Let me call my banker and see what he can do for you, okay? All right, I hear you. Okay, all right. All right, Renee. Have a good one. Glad to have you on the live. But that's if you track it, and your numbers might line up. Your numbers gonna probably, if you're tracking the actual numbers using the Pick-3 at a glance, you're gonna see when them numbers line up and when them columns don't hit, and when they do, and the numbers on them columns do. It's gonna be uh, it's gonna be a good thing for you. Oh, you'll be back. Okay, good. All right. It's honestly, I don't look. I don't know how I came up with this system. All I know is I wanted to share it, and something happened for me to be able to do this. But see, the reason I really wanted to share it mostly is because I think there's more to it. Somebody's going to see something that I don't see that's going to tweak it to make it even better for everybody to be able to hit. Yeah, that 224 is hot. I agree with you, Scott. Definitely. That's that because, like I say, that 2-4 is still on the back end that haven't played. The 2-4 and the 9-2, uh, and they could do that 2-2-4 instead of that 2-9-2. I look, but I can't play them all. I gotta save it. Do I wait? When I hit, then I reinvest in what I know is coming. Now I would, if I'm playing, then they see like Scott just showed there. It gives you options. When you hit, you got an option. You know what you're looking at to play. That 2-2-4, I would add to my numbers to play when I hit. Thanks, Suna. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Thanks for all you do. But you can't go wrong with tracking the data as easy as this is, because it takes you all of 5 or 10 minutes to check off everything I'm talking about every day. Once you set it up, means I don't think your computer gonna go much faster. Um, yeah, but that's how you do it. You track that front pair and back, and that's how carrying over from. That's where I was messing up at. I didn't know what numbers I was playing, and then extra year I didn't know what numbers was hitting, and then when I hit, I didn't know what number to play unless I was going to different places to try to figure out, and then I realized trying to figure out how I would hit these numbers the next day. There's no real strategy that's going to show you how to hit the numbers the next day. The only strategy you got is to lessen the pool of numbers that you play to win, and that's the theory of the next day. Um, and oh my goodness. Well, yeah. Hopefully they'll get here real soon. Right. Yeah, in 2022 it did pick up in July. You're right, Scott. It did. It picked up good. Yep. But that's because you're halfway through the year, then it narrows. It picks up. You can see what's going on. It picked up real good. It really did. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Scott. Thanks for your support too. You've been around a long time with me, and I appreciate everybody that's here. Appreciate your support. I'm seeing this getting large for everybody, and hopefully helping everybody. I guess I can say not go through what I went through trying to play this Pick-3 and not getting and seem like I was just uh, spinning my wheels. So, and I knew that it's going to be good for everybody in their own states and their own numbers. Um, And Missouri's going, like I said, 2022 was a good year. It really was. I think 2023 will be too, as long as we track it. Uh, I've been looking at like I said, if you take, this thing keeps sticking out in my mind. If you take 10 numbers and you play them exact every day for the whole year, the most you're going to get out those numbers is maybe 3 or 4 exact. Now you're gonna have your off ones. You can get 6 of them exact, but on average, you're gonna get 3 or 4 exact. So I that's why I don't play a lot of numbers. I'm looking at playing like that 9-2 is gonna be my daily carry on the back all year, and then see how many of those come exact. And when something come exact, I'll still stick with that 9-2 and put my, if I'm play dollar straight, play it on them 9-2s, straight like 092, 192, 292, 392, play them a dollar straight. I'm kind of looking at getting a little bit off the 50 box because I don't think it's going to pay like I wanted to pay because I'm going to stick with them 9-2s on the back. Um, I want to hit them straight because I'm going to reinvest more on that column, on that wheel at 092, 192, like that. You know, because the 9-2, like I say, ain't been out in 18 months. And it's way, way overdue for just a single pair that since I've been tracking. And that's what I'm looking at. Um, uh, I mean, they flipped, they did a 7-2-9 last night. Um, and I was looking for the 7-2-9, but like I say, you can't play them all, so I don't want to start jumping on and off numbers. I'll stick with that 9-2 on the back till it come, and I played it 7-9-2. Yeah, I hear you, Renee. People do what they do. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah. You take a break, and that's good. And the other thing about taking a break here, you can still track and see what's going on. You going and you know how to play. You gonna hit them. You gonna see a good number that you just pretty much gonna be on point with it. Pretty much, cause I'll be on point. You just can't play them all, but you're gonna be on point with a lot of them. Yeah. But you'll know. You're gonna say, "Well, I knew that number was coming, but I just couldn't play it." But you know why it was coming. It's not that you felt it was coming. You know why it was coming. So that's what helped me. Yeah, 2010. Yeah, I've been playing. When they first came with the lottery, I was playing Pick-3 in Missouri, and that's been a while. I was playing in Illinois before they bought it in Missouri. Uh, Going back and forth to Illinois to play. So it's been a long time. So did you play most, Scott? Were you mostly your game of choice was it Pick-3, Pick-4, or all of them? Like I said, mine of choice was Pick-3. And if anybody is new on and they got any questions, feel free to ask. Oh, okay, I got you. All right, yeah. Pick-3 is Pick-3 to me. Like I've always been fascinated with Pick-3. Not fascinated with uh 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 well the math part of it, but I always felt I could win it. But over time I realized that I couldn't win it without tracking. So, but I felt Pick-3. I felt that I could win it, and if I could win it, I could teach it to other people. I always felt that somehow. So that's what we're gonna do. Like I say, tracking is it, and on average, any of those numbers, 10 numbers. Just think about that. 10 numbers on average, you're gonna get about 3 to 4 of them exact. So you're only getting a third of the 1,000 numbers. I don't care what you do, what rundown, what numbers you use, as far as I can see, that you're gonna do anything better than that. And that's what I shoot for. I try to realize it could take 30 days or 60 days for me, but I always know what I'm playing, and I always know how to track them off the columns. And then mine, like I say, my good hits in November, December, and January. That's when I looked at. I call it my income tax money. That's when I hit them pretty good. So yeah. Okay, Justin, you talking about the next number for the following day or something like that? Next day number? Is that what you're looking for? And okay, all right. Now, like I said, pretty much the columns work off the law of average. So if you went back and eliminated the numbers off the sheet from now to back to January of 2022, you should have numbers left on those columns. You might have a column that all the numbers came, but some of those columns are going to be numbers that are going to be left, and those are columns you want to start looking at, and the numbers you want to look at to be playing into 2023. Those you start your bucket list for any numbers that did play in 2022. Okay, and I don't know where you at. I think for your midday or evening, I stick with strictly midday. Some people do midday and evening, but you're gonna have to track them different. You ain't gonna be able to track them both on one sheet. You gotta track midday for midday and evening for evening. So when you do that, if you see a column that hasn't played, you're looking at that column and the numbers that haven't played on that sheet. Okay, but like I said, if you have, let's say on all those columns, let's put some random numbers. You say you had 1, 2, 3, and uh, oh, you in North Carolina. I get a lot of North Carolina. I heard North Carolina is kind of hard, but like if say last year, let's just say random number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, and those haven't played. You carry those numbers into 2023, and those will be your numbers to highlight or numbers to make a bucket list out of, or how you want to play them. But finding the numbers for the next day to play, it really doesn't work. It's not going to work like that unless you track the columns and know why you're playing the numbers. And once you see those numbers on the columns, you'll be able to play them. Um, we're going into the third month here in 2023. So you should see what a column that ain't hit in 3 months, or you know uh, if you want to go back that way, you can do that, or you can just go back from March here back to January of 2023 to see what you got on them columns. Oh yeah. Okay, Scott. Yeah, thanks. That's why I felt I could explain it, and I'm trying to, I'm trying to get better, and I like for suggestions to make me better. I I like being. I ain't gonna say like I don't like big braggadocious, but I like making sure I'm doing my best at all whatever I do, and I take help from anywhere where I can get it. That's the way I've always been, and like I say, I don't like being the lightest bulb in the bunch. If I'm the lightest bulb in the bunch, I need to get another bunch. That's the way I look at it. But yeah, and but once you start, however you've been playing, I don't want to say just burn your money up or whatever, but just if you got something you're working with and you're liking it, go ahead and do that and track also, and you'll start seeing what I'm talking about, how long it takes to hit these numbers. Yeah, you'll see how long it takes to hit these numbers because you're going to actually be seeing with your own eyes how long it takes to hit them and how they do, tracking up the front pair and the back pairs and things like that. And you'll be surprised. You're welcome. You'll be surprised. And that's why I don't get upset when I miss a number because I know what they do. I just know I got to play them till they come to make that money. And I say, y'all. But yeah, you'll get it. It's going to be so simple in North Carolina, but it takes time. It's going to take time, you know. And you'll know why you're playing your number. You won't be jumping on and off numbers trying to hit. Because like I said, you got 365 days in a year. You got 1,000 numbers. If you played a different number every day, you still gonna have 635 numbers out there. You don't even have no idea what's going on with them. But with Pick-3 at a glance, you'll always know what's going on with them. You'll know if they hit or not. You'll know what column they hit off of in that whole year, all at a glance. Yeah. So if you ain't tracking, you ain't winning. I mean, you might be winning, but you have more of a chance of winning more and winning better in my book. Well, that's the way it's happened for me. All right. Appreciate you, Jessica. I appreciate you being here and allow me to demonstrate to you. Don't hesitate. Any question you got, I don't care how simple you think it might be. I'm more than happy to answer it for you to the best of my ability. And we have a whole lot of sharp people on here that can help. And it ain't going to take us all day to explain it, I don't think. So I appreciate your time and your support. All right, family. Anybody got anything else? Get ready to call that. I know don't want to hold people up. Some people be wanting to go out and play numbers and stuff. Anything else? Thanks again, everybody. Appreciate your support. So like I always say, play up till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.